Hi, guys. So, before we start off today's episode, I just want to say that what we say in this video is completely and 100% our opinions, and we mean absolutely no harm to anyone or anything that is mentioned in this video. We mean nothing by it. This is just basically our experience and our opinion on the situations. Hi, guys.
Hey.
This is our first episode, so we're kind of nervous.
Please bear with us. Please bear with us if we stutter here and there. I'm pretty sure once we get
Already stuttering.
we're already stuttering. I'm pretty sure once we get into that marble, we'll start just speaking more clearly.
We'll be more natural at it.
Because this is our first ever recording, we don't know really how to
really start it, so it's a bit awkward.
Yeah, it's like versus with streaming, because like with streaming, I got so used to saying what I normally say.
Exactly.
Like, all like that.
It's like you're used to it.
Mm-hmm. But anyways, today we are doing something a little different than our usual streams. We are doing little tea time.
Little tea time.
We have our little podcast show called Behind the Screen.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully you guys enjoy our pathways to behind Cheeseman, whether it be old ones or new ones. We don't care. We will just say whatever we want.
Exactly.
Every Cheeseman story is always interesting when you really think.
Exactly. And it's worth being told. But yeah, on today's episode, basically what we're talking about is literally behind the screen, y'all. Like what goes on like behind the scenes and what is happening in our current like situation or whatever. So let's get on with the cheese today. Okay, guys, so we're gonna be eating Cheeto Puffs today because that is today's snack. I got the big because I'm a biggie, so
Girl, this is the biggest one I could find because we recently went shopping, but at least I get this whole pack because my stepmom got 2 packs, one for me and one for my sister.
Exactly.
I think I was actually supposed to save it, but I've been eating it this whole time.
Ooh. One bomb.
So, they have another one.
Okay, so today's topic for Cheeseman is the guy I was talking to.
AKA, I like to call this, I called it this the other time, I called it tea and crumpets because we have our tea and I guess these are our crumpets. Let's
Okay, so basically, let me just start off by saying this is a long story, a long podcast. So grab yourself a snack and something to drink and munch with us, Yup. Period. Okay. But yeah, so basically it all started off when this guy opened my Twitch. He told me this story too. He was going through my like Twitch channel, like through all the DVD streamers, and he came across me. And apparently he thought it was really pretty. He thought I was like entertaining. So he asked to join. Okay. Now, if you know who we're talking about, you know the story, right? Because it was pretty obvious. Okay. But I will, for legal reasons, we would not be saying his name. What did you think of him when you first met him?
At first, I just didn't really think much of it. Like, I thought he was just like someone new to add to like the server,
the community.
Like, someone new to add to the community. Like, it's been a while since we had someone new actually come in versus who I didn't bring in, because normally I brought in like newer viewers that came into your community by like Twitch and stuff. So when I saw this new guy come in, I'm like, we haven't played with him at all, and like all of a sudden one day you asked me, you introduced me, I'm like, oh hi, how are you? I thought it was just like another friend. I didn't think it would be more than that.
Okay, well, you were wrong.
I'm always wrong.
So basically, he ended up trying to like talk to me, get to know me. The first game we played, everyone knows that, he was very flirtatious. He was flirting with me. I was giggling. I mean, I wasn't giggling like flirting giggling. Well, at least I don't think so. But Badru says that, I was like laughing more than usual. But, you know, I don't think so. Were you there when we were playing with? I don't think so. I think you were not there.
I don't remember. I think I was mostly there during like half the times and not half the times. The only time I remember is whenever we would like prank him and stuff. But that was
Yeah.
yeah.
I think during the beginning when he first joined, I don't think you were there.
During the beginning when I was first, I don't think I was there. And whenever I was there and he would say stuff, like you didn't really respond back a lot, like with like oh ha, 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 like giggly, all that stuff.
Yeah, it was more of like dry response because I'm not gonna get my hopes up for someone who doesn't like, you know. Obviously. So anyways, so he had the audacity to like try to get with me, which was fine. He asked for my Snapchat. It was all fun and dandy. It was amazing. But girl, tell me why this motherfucker, it was like I knew it was too good to be true. You know what I mean? Like when like you see something and it's so good, you're like you don't believe it at first. And it was just like, it was just horrible because basically he was just over it. Over it. Like one day, literally, and the girls on TikTok know what I mean when I say this, but like all of a sudden he just dropped. Like he just changed completely. Like, sorry, that was it. You just took your glasses off out of nowhere.
Yeah,
He just changed out of nowhere. He just started like being dry. He turned his location off, like everything, right? So I'm over here and I will pull out my phone for proof. I literally, being my toxic self, I sat there and made a note about him.
It's giving me girls.
It is giving me rose, and I will put this on the screen. Did I delete it? Oh my goodness.
There is no proof no more. She has
no, I didn't delete it. I knew it.
Evidence. She did actually delete it?
No, I didn't. I have the evidence. I have his snap scores are not down. His snap scores would jump. Okay, so if you guys don't know how Snapchat works, I don't know if you know how Snapchat works, but basically how it works is that like when you send one snap, right? Well, one snap, you go up by 1 point or 2 points, depending on who you send it to, right? 2 points. How the fuck did his snap score go up 1,000 every day? That bitch was hoeing around. And the fact that his snap score would go up, but he would leave me undelivered for like 12 plus hours. Oh, I was appalled. And you could ask Rem. I was talking to Rem all about it, girl. I was over that shit.
It's true. I was even appalled. Like, what? I just never struck him as that kind of person.
So he was just being dry, not texting me, not wanting to hang out, etc. Right? So one day I was just like, okay, whatever. So I like ghosted him. He found out. He came back. He was like, I'm sorry. I need to try harder. Da 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 da. And I was just like, I guess I gotta go. It was so bad. So I will read exactly what I said because I did save it. I said, I'm typing this to tell you that we are better off as friends. You say we're talking, but we barely talk. You say it's only because you're busy or it's because of the time difference, but you were able to do it before. What changed? You say you want to turn this into something, but I don't see the effort. I'm getting older and usually I wouldn't mind waiting, but I have to put myself first and my feelings first. I'm sure someday in the future you'll make somebody happy, but honestly, I think you should take time to yourself. I mean this in the nicest way possible. Hope we can still be friends.
Like, at least you weren't like no talk.
I wasn't a dick about it.
You weren't a dick about it. You were just like basically more which expressing how you feel.
Exactly. And he didn't like that. He did not like that. He started being super dry. Okay. Or he didn't even say okay. He just said K. Like, girl, what the fuck is that? Like, really? Like, I'm trying to be nice about it and you're being a dick about it. Like, are you serious right now? And I have the messages from him. Do you want to read the messages that I sent you?
Yeah. Wait.
Me and Rev had the messages on lockdown on Snapchat.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me go on some check. Because I was like, wait, where did I send it to you on? Like, literally, she, like, said so much. Oh, yeah. Okay, so apparently, Ruby has this girl who she don't really, like, get along with. And she never really got along with. She had a whole drama, but that's, like, a story for another day. Basically, one day she came into my stream and she was basically viewing it. She never said anything, but Ruby found out because she's modded and she of course saw she saw the viewers. So the moment that she saw her, she banned her. She banned her from her streams, and I didn't even notice. I didn't really think much about it because I really didn't care. But then Ruby, the boy right there was in.
What should we call him? The British boy? Because he is British. This is why today's podcast is called Crumpets and Tea.
Okay, I'm calling Crumpets.
Okay, Crumpets or Crumpets?
Yeah. Crumpets.
Okay, Crumpets. Like Crumpets. Okay.
Okay, so Crumpets was in our stream at the time because he was playing with us. We were playing DBD. And then he goes, "Who is this girl?" And he asked Ruby, "Who is this girl?" And Ruby was like, "Okay, she's this girl that I don't fuck with no more because like, yeah, she went down with her." And so for some odd reason, like this Crumpets guy goes into her like DMs and shit and starts talking shit to her. Like, I can't believe you would do this to Ruby. Like, she is such a good person. Like, she's such a awesome person. And like, it's sweet that you do that and all that stuff. Like, okay, like, yeah, you want to like stick up for her, but at the same time, like, her and Ruby already weren't talking to each other.
Like, we're already done. It was already over with.
The drama was already over with. Like, they didn't even know each other. I'm pretty sure they already forgot about each other. And yet here he is coming in, bringing in all this stuff. And so I'm pretty sure in the other girl's mind, she's probably thinking, "Oh my god, she's probably talking shit about me." Like, she probably like so
exactly Ruby, yeah.
It makes Ruby look bad. It makes her look like she's still on about this girl when in reality she doesn't care and that it was all her man's fault. And
not my man. Crumpet.
Yeah,
it was Crumpet's fault. Sorry, I didn't mean to not my man. Not my man.
It was because they never went out. It was Crumpet's fault, and Crumpet even like said stuff like, "Oh yeah, Ruby didn't send me here; it was on me." But I'm like, that still doesn't make it right. Like,
it doesn't make it okay.
Ruby, like, they were barely talking to each other. Like, we barely knew him for like, I didn't only knew him for like not even over a year, probably like not even 2 months. And I already heard that stuff, and I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I had talked to him. I was talking to him for like 3 months at the most. So like, imagine him like bringing up all them like all that feeling again of like hatred and like betrayal and all that stuff. I was just kind of red flag. And another thing, he's saying, "Oh, she's all sweet and she didn't deserve that." Da da da. But he ghosted me.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah, you start pulling up the screenshots while I. And then second of all, tell me why he went in and he like sat there and he was like complimenting, like he was like, you remember how he was joking about it? He was like, "Oh, I want to get with Celestia." Oh, Celestia's probably.
I was like, you shouldn't say that shit.
Yeah, you shouldn't. Like, you shouldn't be. Exactly. That made me uncomfortable.
I think after he said that, I think me and you did something to make him feel uncomfortable. Like whenever I started flirting with them, and you told me to start flirting with them, and then like right in front of you, and we started being like, we did do that. We pretend. I told Ram to pretend that he like had a crush on him or whatever, and he fell for it. And the fact that he got mad about it, I was like, tell me right. Why are you getting mad about a minor not actually liking you? That should have been the first red flag, but you know me. I can't see it. Bro, with flags, I feel like I'm colorblind or something, cause ain't no fuck away. Okay, do you want to read the Okay, this is. I think it was like. Did you already say this? Okay, because I remember one day. It was like back in like October. You text me saying, sorry, because you texted me saying what you said to Crumpets. You said, "Sorry, I just been having a really shit days." And wait, was this what you said to him or what he said to you? Okay, I'm gonna read it anyways. It says, "Sorry, just been having really shit days, and I feel like you never want us to be official." Oh, I think that's what he
That's
said.
what he said.
He
Yeah.
goes, he says, "And I feel like you never want us to be official because we never do anything. We don't even do surprises anymore, or like the odd pick. And like, I feel like you never want us to be official because we never do any." Oh, yeah, you put that.
Okay.
But that isn't your fault. You just don't get the chance to. But I'm sorry.
Okay. Pause right there. What he means by that, what he meant by when he says sorry or I've been having really shitty days, is that he has to go to work. Really? That's your shitty day? I was like, okay, whatever. But tell me why this man goes when he says, and like, I feel you never want us to be official, quote unquote. That's exactly what he said. Exactly what he said.
Oh, you got dark mode. Period.
Why does he? Why do we have to do stuff for us to be official?
Like, oh, girl.
Like, girl, that comes way after we're already dating. Like, long, like, probably like a year, 2 years after we're dating. Right? Not fucking before, like, we're in the talking stage and shit. Like, that's fucking weird.
Here's what he said next. He said, but I'm not, wait, he says, oh no, you said, well, I'm sorry you've been having shitty days. I really am. But if you are having a shitty day and then take that anger out onto me, then you're not the guy I thought you were. As for the whole sexual shit, I honestly don't have time or place to do that type of shit. And I'm sorry that takes effect on us, but honestly, if you absolutely need to be sexual and do stuff to love me, then I don't want it. I'm not easy to deal with. I know that. But my dad always said the best girls are never the easiest. Sorry to inconvenience you, and I'll give you your space for the rest of the day. You devoured that.
I literally ate that.
You literally ate
The
that.
girls know.
You pulled out the quotes and everything.
So when I said if you need to do sexual stuff to love, quote unquote, love me, because that is what he said. He's like, well, in order for me to love you, I have to do stuff with you so I know I can trust you and that. Anyways, I was like, that's not how you love. Like, that's not how you build trust and like start to love people, right? But I guess he didn't get that. Like, he didn't understand that.
And it says, and then he goes, quote, but I'm not, oh wait, right here. It says, wait, he said more. But I'm not taking it out on you. I'm just being dry to try to deal with it myself. I haven't once taking it out on you. And then he goes, and we don't need to do sexual shit to love, but it's the only thing we can do. And it's nice to know what stuff you have and how fit you look.
Red flag.
But if you ain't gonna do anything, I don't know. And I just said, okay, fine. And then y'all both left.
That's what I said. I just said, okay, that's fine. And then I just left it at that. I left him undelivered, whatever. And that's what I was talking about. I was saying he was sweet at first, but I don't know what happened to him. But yeah, I don't know what happened to him. Like, he was so nice. Do you remember? He was like super nice and sweet at first.
Super sweet. Like, I honestly thought like, oh, okay, maybe like if this is Ruby's new man, maybe
you know,
it might be like something she'll actually be happy.
Exactly. And like
I
uh-huh.
You go ahead. Like, I can't really talk because once again, like, I haven't been in a relationship since like 2020 because my last relationship ended up with the fucking gaslight and then ignorance. So, but I'm pretty sure it's just common decent sense to like know how to really like treat someone with like respect and not be like, oh, I need these pics just so that
I need to see your body so I can love you.
So I can know if I should love
exactly. You. Like, girl, what the fuck is that? Like, if you absolutely, like, you 100% need to see how I look like or my body. Like, it's one thing to want to see how I look like, right? Because, like, some people do have preferences. That's completely fine. But to see how I look like, he literally said he needs to see what I look like down there to want to love me. That's disgusting. Like, and the fact that guys think like that nowadays is like hopeless for me.
And not only that, it's like you said, everyone's okay to have their own preferences. It's whatever. But like, you don't need to be sending anyone in like your areas or anything like that just to see if they like you or not. If they like
Exactly.
you, if they really do prefer you and they like you, like they would want to know how you feel. They want like not like that. They want to know how you are.
They want to know how you
They
are.
want to know how you are. They want to know how you act. They want to know how you are with just in certain situations like that. And if they have a preference, like, oh, I don't want to date this girl because of her skin or because of her type or because of her body type, that's fine. But like once again, you don't need to be asking
Like,
for pics.
exactly. You don't need to be saying, "Oh, I want to like send me a video." A video what? Like the way, and this is, I'm just gonna say this now. This video is literally not PG-13. Like, it's not. So I will be saying every single word. If you need to see my, like, me touching myself in order for you to, like, see if you love me or not, bye-bye. There's a door. See you never.
And here's what Ruby responds to like her last response that I know of to. Oh,
Oh.
okay. And here is what Ruby said to Crumpets as the last thing that I'm aware of. She goes, "I'm typing this to tell you that we are better off as friends. You say we're talking, but we barely talk. You say it's only because you're. Oh wait, you already read that.
Oh, yeah, I did read that.
You already
That
read
was
that.
when I friend zoned him, and I told him, we're done. So after that, he went probably like another month or 2 months or a month and a half, something like that, without talking to me. Girl, it was horrible. I was literally fighting like an inner battle with myself, telling myself, don't text him, don't stalk his shit, don't do nothing. Like, girl, I know you want to, because you know, like that inside, like that inside feeling, I feel like I have like really bad like attachment issues. Attachment issues. Oh my goodness. So like when I started talking to him, I told him that like, don't talk to me if you just want to fuck. Like, because I will get attached and then like you will end up hurting me. And he was trying his hardest to be like, I don't, if I was using you, I wouldn't be talking to you right now. I would just like leave. Oh, guess what happened? The moment I said no, pussy, where did he go? Where's he at? Where's he at? I don't see him.
With the queen. And I don't mean Nicki Minaj.
Oh. Okay. Oh.
Oh. Okay, no, friend. I had to sneeze, but like I went.
Okay. 3, 2. Okay, so basically after that, it was just whatever. I was just fighting myself not to like try and talk to him or whatever, but you know, it ended up being fine anyways. I unadded him on Snapchat because like I was genuinely hurt by the fact that he had like no sympathy towards the situation. Like, dude, really? Come on now. Like, you're not even gonna like be like, oh, I'm sorry. Nothing.
Because that's how men are. They never think that they can take.
They never want to take accountability for shit. Like, Lord. No, sorry. That's how boys are. Because real men will take accountability for their actions. They cheat out. Okay, anyways. So then, fast forward to now. Guess who I see viewing my TikTok, my Twitch, my Instagram stories, even my TikTok. What I said to go right? Yeah, my TikTok, my Twitch, and my Instagram. He's viewing my TikTok profile, both of them, and he doesn't follow one of them. He only follows my Twitch one. He doesn't follow my personal one. So why the fuck are you viewing it? You know. And then the second one, he's sitting there and he's like, what's it called? The Instagram. He's sitting there viewing my stories and he don't even follow me anywhere. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And then on freaking Twitch, I see him in my Twitch chat like multiple times, like in the past 2 weeks. Like, girl, what the fuck you doing here? Get the fuck out. Like, girl, bye. You're already gone. Leave.
Did you ever block him?
No, I didn't. Because they say you never are supposed to block them unless you really had feelings for him. And I feel like I never really had feelings for him because when I did, like when I tried to, he started being dry and started asking for pussy. Like, that's too much for me. That's just a no-go for me. Just no. But anyways, yeah, that was pretty much it. And he just like I was just over it. Like the fact that he had the audacity to tell me if you're not gonna get basically what he said, if you're not gonna give me pussy, I don't love you. Bye, see you never. That's appalling. That's appalling.
It just goes to show, like, you know what? And what's the lesson that we learned here today?
Men ain't shit.
Boys ain't shit.
Boys ain't shit.
Also, there's just also more lessons to learn here. It's like it goes for both girls and guys. Like, if you're the girl, you should know, like, if you see the first signs of red flags, don't just keep that in mind. Like, we should always like make sure we keep our red flags. Like, we notice something about a boy, even if it be like the slightest reaction, you still need to like make sure you keep that in mind. Be like, okay, if this boy is gonna do this, I gotta keep this in mind because if he can like lash out at just this little thing, he can lash out at any little
Exactly.
thing. And for guys, y'all need to learn to take accountability if you are just, and also just be straight up because you don't want to hurt a girl's feelings because that's like that doesn't make you any more of a man. That makes you more of a puss. That you would never
Pussy.
a puss. Yeah, you don't. Want,
I know you say puss. Instead of pussy, you say puss. It makes you more of a puss.
Puss. But still, like that makes you like it doesn't make you look. It doesn't make you look more strong. It doesn't make you look more dominant.
It doesn't make you look good. It makes you look shitty, and that's just how it is. Like if you have a shitty characteristic like that and a shitty charisma to fucking sit there and instead of telling me or telling any girl, hey, I'm not looking for anything serious. I just want to fuck. Like, it's not that hard to say that. Like, some girls will literally be like, okay, yeah, and they'll be down for it still. But, like, don't lie and be like, oh my god, I want a relationship. Oh my god, like, I want to take you so serious. When you're literally just trying to hit and quit. Like, girl. Girl.
I think same thing with that. It's that, like, once again, like basically you said, don't like get people's hopes up and don't lie saying like, oh, I really want something serious, and you're just trying to like use, abuse, and lose.
Ooh, kind of ain't. Kind of ain't that.
Right? Thank you.
Right. That's just so shitty that men do that.
There it goes. That's meant for you. Except me. I know my rights from my wrongs. I'm still learning a little bit though.
Yeah.
Like if I like right now, I have like a bunch of my eras since my breakup because I had my like hoeing around era where I just didn't give a fuck about anyone else. Then I had my like, okay, I'm done like just trying to fuck, like trying to like, okay, I'm gonna be real. I had my hoe around era, but I didn't really get really hoes because I'm not attractive. Also, just so y'all know, I'm not a ladies' man at all. Well, I am a ladies' man. Like, I hang out with all the girls, but I'm not like that. But like, but and anyway, it's just like, man, you don't need to like fucking be a piece of shit to girls just because it doesn't make you look any more man. In fact, it makes you more of a man if you're actually respectable.
Exactly. Like what happened to the what happened to this generation, bro? Like what happened to the guys who opened the door for you? And like the guys who what's it called? Who greet you at the door with flowers and like literally the bare minimum. The bare fucking minimum.
Open the door for you, pull your chair out for you, fucking like several things like that. Maybe they just like compliment you.
Just literally like, oh hey, you look good. Or like you look pretty.
You.
Or
No,
literally, like, your hair looks good. Like, literally, the simplest. I love your eyes.
I think the thing is that kids these days are just looking up to the wrong role models.
They're just looking. That's all they're looking for. Or they're looking for this. I feel like I. Ooh!
Only with old guys. Near sugar daddy.
That's giving. It's giving a little W right moment.
Mm-hmm. Listen, it's okay. I'll take care of him. Like, I'm not gonna be all like, whatever, old guy, just go away. Like, no, I'll take care of you. Just give me a nice little bag, you know.
Just give me a nice little band, and I'll take very good care of you.
Yeah, give me nice clothes, give me nice food, everything. I'll take real good care of you.
Mm-hmm. Buy me a house.
No, that's right.
Buy me a car. Oh, baby, you. Baby, sit down. Baby, sit down. Don't worry, I'll cook. I'll clean. I'll give you my mean, bitch. I'll eat.
Yeah.
I'll give you everything. I'll give you the world. Okay. Okay, guys. We're gonna talk about one of Rem's exes.
My story. All right. So, my last relationship. Okay, it wasn't bad. Like it really wasn't, but the way it ended was just like, wow. It was just like, okay then. So it was like 20, I want to say 2020, 2021. Like I was kind of friends with Ruby, like barely like during that time, but like not really bestie bestie. We are just like, oh, we knew each other. Anyways, I was on Roblox a lot, and I was young and oblivious. So I was just like, oh yeah, 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 the world's a nice, happy place. I can maybe like, you know what, I'll do all this stuff. And okay, so I had met. I forgot how I met this, but I think I met him on TikTok because I used to be. Okay, don't judge me, but I used to be in my little gotcha phase, and,
Oh yeah,
and
bitch.
like
No, cause the
yeah.
baddest bitches had the gotcha face, bro. Cause I had it too.
Like, okay, so I was still by 2021, I was still kind of in my gotcha phase. I was kind of like still like not at the I was like barely at the height of my gotcha phase because like all I was getting a lot of viewers.
Mm-hmm.
And one of those TikTokers was my someone I was kind of like interested because he kept complimenting me and everything. He's like, "Oh my god, like you're such a cute little me." I was like, it was really cringy, so I'm not really gonna get into what we talked about. But
Oh.
like, I am gonna say this probably gross out Ruby, but he was a furry. Not really like furry, but like he wanted to be one. But I got him before he could. And I didn't really know that. And also because like I had been single a year another year prior because my last relationship ended pretty
Caca.
I'll get into that. I'll get into that like another time.
Another day.
Um okay. And so what happened was I was like, okay, like, you know what? I really like you. And we did a face reveal. And like, you know what? Oh God. He wasn't, if you look at him, I don't know if I pick him more, which I'm not gonna show him in regardless.
Yeah.
But like, um, if someone were to if I were to show Ruby, I'm pretty sure she would be like, girl, what were you thinking? But honestly, I think
Was
what's
he
more beautiful
mid?
is he was pretty mid. He was like not I don't even think I would say he was not even mid.
Exactly.
He was like he was
It's okay. You
I don't
can
want to be I
say
don't want to
it.
sound
You
mean,
can
but he was.
say
But
it.
like at the same time, I didn't care because you know what?
You cared what was inside.
I
That's
cared what was
okay.
inside. I cared his personality. He was so sweet. He was so nice. I was just like, you know, I forget it. I don't even care what the hell you look like. I really like you. And I was like, you
Okay,
know
but
what? Like,
was it I really like you or I really like a relationship? Because I've been there before where I've been desperate for a relationship, so I just like get
I
with
think,
anybody.
I think me and him both were like, I think I was desperate, but most likely, like, once we finally met each other, we started talking to each other more. I think we both wanted the same thing. Like, you know what? I think me and you can work. I think me and you really want a relationship with each other
Mm-hmm.
because we really did like each other. Um, but the thing was, is that like once again, it was like long distance relationships, like not like yours, but like, but still, it was just like,
Do you remember how far he
I,
lived?
yeah, it was like, should I say it? It's close to Vegas. That's all I would say.
Oh, that's not as far as mine. But
That's not Saw as yours.
yeah,
That's what I
mine
know.
was in
I
the
know what
UK. If y'all didn't
yours
know,
was in
he
the
was not. He
UK.
was not even the US, bitch. The bitch was on the other side of the fucking world.
Okay, I'll just say what mine was. Mine was from Arizona. Um, what?
Nothing. Keep going. I'll
I
say my
know Las Vegas.
I'll say
I
my
know
comments
Vegas
to
is
the
in
end.
the. I know Vegas is in Nevada, but I just want to say it's close to Vegas.
I know.
Anyway,
I'm not. It's not about that. I'll say my comments to the end. Okay.
okay. So, anyways, we were good for a while because once again, as long as it's a relationship, we didn't really like meet each other in real life. We talked about it, but like once again, you could always talk shit, no action, all type shit, like all that
Yeah,
kind
it
of
could be
stuff.
all talk.
And like we would like just talk about how much we love each other. We would always like video call on each other, like and like you
Aww.
would turn on this camera. Like we were good because during that time my brother used to do football practices. And so we would always go to the park while he went to go practice. And I used to always go jogging at the park during that time, like just go on a walk and I would have my
Period.
phone in my hand and
Exercise.
just like period exercise. I stopped because he stopped being practiced because his coaches were pieces of shit. But anyways, I would have my phone in my hand and be like, "Hey, babe, I love you," and like stuff like that. And like we would chat
Um,
forever. It was like
for
so nice.
hours.
Except, um, thing was that his dad, homophobic, hella
Mm-hmm.
Catholic.
And we know a lot of you out there
Not gonna.
are not gonna fuck with us because we do support LGBT people here. But you know what? You only live once, so fuck it. And bitch, if you don't
No,
fuck
they
with
don't
us,
fuck it.
there's a door,
Don't fuck with
bitch.
us, fine. And like, I'm not gonna be here sitting here like explaining my reasons why. Oh my god, you have to support us. You have to do this shit
Yeah,
because quite
because
frankly, I don't care.
yeah, I do not. I don't have
Like,
the patience, the time, the effort, the freaking what is it? The will to sit there and be like, you need to support LGBT people because if you don't, oh okay, oh well.
if you don't, oh well. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and basically
I'm
say
not
why you
gonna
need
cry
to
about
because
it.
everyone's entitled to their own opinion.
Exactly. I'm not gonna lose sleep at night just because you don't support us. Okay. Anyways,
Okay. Okay. And
Continue.
look, continue story. So one day, it was that all happened during the summer. I think we were together for like 5 months, and we were talking for like I think a month prior to that. Anyways, what happened was that school was starting for me. It was my freshman year of high school.
Period.
I was nervous as hell because I was moving school districts, so I would know nobody from my new school because my parents split up and my mama got a house over there where she now lives. You don't know. I'm not gonna tell you.
Yeah.
Um, but I was nervous as hell. I didn't know nobody. It was like a new environment for me basically, and I was hella nervous about what to expect. And the day it was like the second day of school, the day I needed him,
Sorry, I know the lighting changed just a little bit.
the way I, the way I the day what days that I needed him, he wasn't there. And like I noticed how like he was also kind of talking to his other friends. And so one day I'm a very needy person. Like I really
Mm-hmm.
like I it's okay to be needy, I think sometimes.
It
Or
is
like in
okay.
my case, like I
It's
was like, you know
normal.
what? I want to be talked to. Like I want to go back to our times where we used to video
Like,
chat
give
because
me attention,
give me
motherfucker.
attention. Like I need attention. I'm your man. Like let me give it to me. And so one day, I just broke and I was like, listen, I know you're hold on, let me see if I have the message. I think I do. It was like very deep down in my
So
message
basically,
board.
he like ghosted you, kind of.
Kind of goes me, but like we're still talking. Let me see if I can find it. I don't know. I think I probably deleted it because I was like, you know what? It's time to move on. Little did I know that I might go back and read that. No, it's gone.
Well,
Oh well. So I'm gonna
but
try.
it's
I'm
okay.
gonna
It's a.
try
It was.
to.
It was a part of the healing process.
It was part of healing process. It was part of me like deciding, like, you know what? It was a time in the past. I had to delete everything so like I can move on as a person. I think what I remember was saying was like, listen, I know you have your other friends. I really like respect that and I want to appreciate it. But how come like you never want to talk to me no more? I really wish you would put more attention into like our relationship again versus being with your friends. And I hope you can reason with that. Tell me why his next response was like, I'm so sorry I haven't been giving you much attention. I'm such a terrible person. I'm such a terrible boyfriend. You deserve so much more better than me. And
Mm-hmm.
I was there like, girl, no, that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is I would just want you to like want us to talk again no more. And he's like, I'm sorry, like you could do something better. I'm sorry, I've been like such a terrible boyfriend. And I'm like freaking like I'm just like, no, I'm feeling bad. Now I feel like I'm literally
So guilt
saying, forget I've
tripping.
ever I'm like, forget I've ever said anything. Please do not
Mm-hmm.
do this shit to me. Like I'm just like I just wanted to freaking talk to you because I'm so nervous about my first days of school. My first week of school. I tried talking to him. He's like, "How you feeling?" He's like, "I'm okay." Like, he's
Like dry.
like dry. He's like, "Okay, well, I hope you get better." But yeah, I think that was the last time we ever texted. And from that point on, I didn't really try to text him no more because I was like, I want because something with me is that I during that time I was always the one to call first, text first, do
Mm-hmm.
all that stuff first, even with my other exes. And so I'm like, I'm tired of always having to be the first one to start a conversation. I'm always tired of always like having to do this stuff. And that's why I kind of do that today, which is bad, which I try fixing sometimes, but like I'm like, you know what? Like I really want to stop having to be the first one to start something or a
Exactly. Like, and
conversation
that's
and stuff like that.
understandable because sometimes you get tired. Like, you just want to see who's there for you and who's not.
Like I'm tired of always putting in the effort if like it's not there
It's
anymore.
one sided. Exactly.
It's one sided, exactly. So that's why I'm not gonna text that. I didn't get a response back, never again. And I knew from that point it was over. I was never gonna see
So
them
how did
again. I
you
was never gonna
find
talk to them
out?
again.
How did you find out about the dad though?
Okay, here's the thing. Back then, okay, it was our. Let's cut to a year later, like about a year later,
Oh.
in like October of last year. I had my friends. I had everything. I was happy. I decided to post a TikTok to my main
Oh
account,
Lord.
and that TikTok blows up 1
Was
million
it the
views,
one about the Wi-Fi
like over
school?
the school Wi-Fi. It
Uh
was getting
huh.
almost 6 million views and 1 million
The
likes. I
Wi-Fi
was like,
school.
what the hell? I was so happy, but in the midst of those early comments, somebody responded saying like, "Oh my god, that's so accurate." And then little did I know, I was like, I looked at his profile. I'm like, wait a minute, it's a green fairy profile picture. And who had a green fairy? Oh wait, I think you should cut that out because I don't want to like put that in.
Oh
I'll
yeah. Okay. Okay.
redo it. Oh, I looked at it and it was like a profile that looked familiar. I was like, his profile looks so familiar. And then little seconds later he comments, "Wait, it's you." I'm like, no fucking way.
Like right after.
He found my
Wait,
TikTok on
this
his
is
For You
news to me
page.
too. Wait, I've never like heard of this. Wait, what?
He had found my TikTok on his For You page because it got so famous and
Oh my god,
popular.
no, wait, that's actually so cute. If that isn't Destiny, I don't know what is.
And so I talked to him, and so like he went to my Instagram because I had my
Oh,
Instagram posted on my what is it called, on my profile picture, on my profile, because I'm like, hey, follow me on
you had it
Instagram,
linked, yeah.
like I had linked. And so he went to my Instagram because he saw my profile picture and like tried to follow me and all stuff, but because I had so many people following me and liking my posts, I didn't really see it. And so he went to my Instagram. He was like one of the only ones that went to my Insta and like responded. And he basically, I think I still have it. I was basically like, "What do you want?" Like, I was like, "How you been?" Basically, because like I still really liked them because like although I was kind of delulu, I was like, you know what? Let me hear what you have to say for yourself about what you have to do. What do you have to say? Hold on, I'm trying to go. It was like all the way down here. Oh, here it is.
Interesting.
And like once again, like we didn't end off badly. Not that I know of. Like I know I'm making it seem like it was bad, but like it wasn't that bad as it was, and I still had feelings for him afterwards, which is bad. But like the way he explained it, I was like, you know what, I do understand because I did. You didn't remind me of it earlier.
Yeah.
Oh my god, how many fucking times did we talk? We didn't even talk that much. We just fucking like just sent so much like separate chats.
Lord.
Oh god. Okay, I'm just gonna scroll out. Look at that. Hear all that chat. It's like, is it really you? I've been needing to talk to you for months. Please let me explain everything that happened. It's been 2 years and I'm here now because I finally can tell you and explain everything to you. I swear I have a reason for what I did. You probably don't remember me, but I'm just here to explain. I'm looking for forgiveness. I want to tell you what happened, please. And so at first, Loki, I was happy to see him because I thought I was never going to see him again. I was just going to be left questioning whatever happened to him.
Like
So
what?
Loki, like,
Mm-hmm.
he's like, do you remember? He's like, do you remember me? Like, yes, I do. He's like, thank God. Let me tell you. So remember how 2 years ago I told you about my homophobic dad, my homophobic and hatred dad, that one I feared and caused most of my trauma all my life. He decided to turn up randomly when I was at school, knowing him, he wanted to see how manly, but no, I was gay, and he found out about you. So he threatened me to break up with you, or me. At the moment, I got scared, and I would never end things without an explanation or why I would randomly throw our friendship and relationship away without a reason. And I threw it out 2 years. I was gone. I was forced to do boot camp and I was forced to just do man up. And lucky me, this summer he was taken and arrested for abuse and charged 20 years. So me, my mom gave me back my phone after so long. And well, I didn't really know what to do since I lost everyone and everything on my social life. So I decided to start new on Discord, Roblox, and everything. But as of 30 minutes ago, I started TikTok and panicked seeing you. I wanted to add you and I tried sending you message to TikTok, but it didn't go through. So I saw you at Insta and I knew my message would go through. So now here I am. I'm just so fucking sorry for leaving you without an explanation. I was in a horrible mess when I did, and I didn't want to drag you into my hell. More or less, I had you in trouble. I'm really, really sorry. I didn't know how or what I can do to prove it, but I'll do anything. I really mean it. I'm so sorry.
Well, I guess that is understandable, but it's like it doesn't. I don't think it. If I'm being honest, if I'm being 100% honest, because that's what we need to be on this podcast. I do not think that doing that, like that stuff, like yeah, I get it, but I don't think it's an excuse. Like he could have just at that point. I mean, I guess props to him for like going back and at least telling you, giving you that like closure. But like, damn, it's
I
just
just
a fucked up situation, really.
I just wish that like if that was happening and he didn't want to tell me, at least end things off with me. Like say I can't be with you.
Yeah, so
I have to
you
break up with
exactly,
you.
or just even if he didn't like have the time or the effort to like explain the whole situation, at least like cut things off. So at least you wouldn't have like had that like
Like
feeling of
had
all
like
those
at least like
years.
I wouldn't lose sleep at night wondering what
What
would like
happened to him?
if
Or
if I
exactly.
did everything wrong
If
or
you wasted
everything.
time, exactly.
I responded with I'm not upset with you. Back then I was, but wait. Back then I was, but and days I kind of over days I kind of got a vibe that something happened, and he was even shocked that I remember his name. Um, I really am going to do much better. My
What
acne
is
is
his
gone. My
name?
teeth.
Well, this is gonna be cut out. But what is his name? Oh,
It was a
okay.
white guy. I know you're into
Oh,
those.
not no more. Oh, well,
Kind of.
we'll get into that in a minute.
It says, anyways, he was asking because of how I switched schools. But the worst thing about this is that I hated my sojourn this because I was in my hoe era. So I was basically acting like, I'm in my whole era. Like, my
Like
school
you
sounds
didn't want to be
nice.
tied
Like,
down.
I don't want
Yeah.
to be tied down anymore. But like, I regret that because I think I made myself look bad in front of him again. Because like, he's like, oh wow, you changed. Like, I used to be like, because back then when I met him, I was like, oh, sweet, loving person. Like, let's come here, let's give each other hugs, and let's just like all enjoy the world while we still can, and like nothing can separate us. Now I'm just like, what the fuck ever? Like I don't care about your
Womp
feelings
womp.
or
Oh
nothing like
well.
that. I'm like, I changed a lot during that time, and then like over time, I guess like he was like, oh, okay, and like we just talked, just but like as friends though, like just like as like regular besties, and like I Loki didn't mind that. Like I was like, you know what? As at least we're still talking.
Yeah.
Up until Yeah, we were just talking like, oh, okay, like we're just chilling. Up until November November 6th, 2022, which I think during that time I was like also kind of ignoring him because I'm like, you know what, I don't want to do with you no more. But like, I kind of miss like having him as a friend because like he was like someone I could like at least talk to if I had like any issues. And
Yeah.
last time I texted him was like Happy Halloween of like last year.
Oh.
Or during that time, it was actually around this time, November 6th, whenever that was our last messages together
Yeah.
from last year. And like overall the experiences was like once again it wasn't anything toxic, we weren't anything bad. The only thing I didn't like was like the first gaslighting whenever I was like to do all that stuff because that wasn't something I needed in my life, especially if I'm
It's-
already stressed about going to a new school, it's a new environment, new students that I've never even cooperated with, and then
Exactly.
like here I am like stressing about something else I shouldn't be stressing about.
And
I was
it's
not
understandable because like you were already going through such a big change. You didn't need more change in your life. Right? Like
and
it was
like
a lot to adapt to all in one sitting, you know what I mean?
it's all that. It's like that all happened in fucking 2020. 2020, I think, was my worst year ever
Oh yeah.
because not only was COVID happening, my parents split up, so much drama was happening between them. I moved into an unknown environment. And then, like, from that point on, everything went to shit in my life. And then, like, I had met this boy who I thought, you know what, maybe he's here to, like, comfort me. And then, like, the first day of school, which was another major change in my life,
Mm.
he leaves. But you know what? I really do still I have love for him no matter what because like he's always someone who always like I'll always remember as you know what it didn't go well, like stuff like got in the way between us, but you know what, I
Yeah.
still have love for you and I'm always here if you need to talk to me about anything.
That just sucks. Like the whole situation overall, I feel like it's just really mm, like it's just not good.
And like once again, I think the moral lesson was is that if something comes in between y'all like and you need to like do something about it, don't leave the other person in question thinking
Be
that they're doing something
upfront,
wrong.
exactly.
Be upfront.
That's the
Like
lesson of today.
I would have much rather been upfront with like some with him with me versus me questioning all my life decisions or my choices that I made with him because I'm like, what if this happened? What if this happened? And I'm just like, oh my goodness.
Like you're always gonna like you. I can imagine being left like that for 2 years. Oh, I would not have survived, babes. I would not have been able
I
to
think
keep up
like
with myself.
I think after the first 2 weeks of not talking, I was like just getting over it. I'm like, you know what? I need to stop worrying about this. I need to start worrying about school. And then I met my friend April, you know her.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then from that point, like I just started getting along with so much more friends, and
Period.
like
You have more important things to worry about.
I'm like, you know what? Like you were just somebody that I used to know, and will always he'll always be in my memories as a good thing because he did help me get through a lot of shit during like my summer of 2020 area because during that time like was really tough for me because of like certain fights that went down that I
Mm-hmm.
could not like recover from, and like I was so happy that he was just there to comfort me throughout all of it.
Well, that's good, but that's good that you'll remember him as like a good thing. But still, like I feel like it's good that
I feel like
you think of the positive memories instead of the negative ones.
yeah, because I think that's also just a lesson for anyone in general is that if it ends off like if you think you have too many bad memories with somebody, for example, Ruby with Crumpets, like of course you're gonna always think about the bad memories because like that's all you can think about. Like you can never think
Exactly.
about anything good the person ever did towards you. But with me and my ex, like I genuinely had a good like experience with them. Like we like did all this nice stuff together. We were always so nice
Yeah.
towards each other, and like you always want to think about the positive in a person and never look towards the negative. And if that negative ends up spinning you up, then like don't think of that just as the sole reason. Like, oh my god, like we will see
Just
freaking.
remember, it's always their loss.
It's always their love.
Girl, I'm about to get scissors and just cut this little piece off because it's bothering me.
Go
Do you
ahead,
see
boo,
it?
do it.
Where I need
Snip
to.
the
Oh, period.
period.
I just this. They're gonna be like, what happened to that little piece of hair that was right there? Oh.
Girl, I know, but I feel like nobody.
I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave that in there so you guys can see. I literally cut my hair. I just went snip. I don't care. Girl, my hair go back. Womp womp.
That's so funny.
But yeah. Okay. And for the last topic of achievement today, it's the guy I like right now. I didn't think I was going to talk about this, but I feel like I should. He might watch this because he does know of me. Oh, I feel like that looks better. He does know of me and he knows about me and like he's really close to me. So if he sees this, he might figure it out, but let's just pray that he's oblivious and he doesn't figure it out, okay? So basically, after the whole crumpet situation, I took some time to myself. I'm definitely grateful for the experience because like it helped me better myself a lot. And I feel like Rem, you can say the same about about your situation. I feel like it helped you better yourself, like, and you learned like an actual valuable lesson, which is good, I guess. But like, it still sucks to go through it. You know, it doesn't justify the whole. But yeah, basically, the guy I like now, I'll just say he's one of my close friends. I don't know if I'll keep this in there, but yeah, I've known him for quite a while, and he just like, I just like the way I am around him, because the way I am around people depends on the person, because I feel like I match vibes a lot. So like, I just like myself when I am with him, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like he makes me better. I don't know if that makes sense or not. But it's just like, yeah. I won't say much about him besides the fact, bless him. Besides the fact he is a white guy, which Rem said earlier, he's a white guy.
I don't know. I'm tired of. I need me like a little caramel, or like maybe
A little chocolate.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm tired. I've been eating too much chocolate. You know what I mean? I gotta switch it up. I gotta get some fucking white chocolate up in here. Which is why I started talking to Crumpets to change the style up, but you know.
But you know, those freaking British candies always kind of like be hurting your teeth.
They always leave your teeth kind of sore. We aren't really talking about candy. Anyways, okay, I think that's going to end up today's episode. Oh my god, y'all, you don't understand. We've been putting this shit off for months. Like months. Do you remember when I sent Ren voice messages at like 3 a.m.
It was like fucking late. I was like, girl, what the hell are you talking about? I was like, okay, first thing I thought you were gonna tell me like, oh my god, like I met someone. I was like, okay, did you like let's start a podcast? I'm like, what? I'm like, at first I was like, podcast? Like, really, girl? Like, what makes you think that we could start a podcast? And what do you think we were talking about?
What do you think we'll talk about? Like, girl.
You're like behind the screens. I'm like behind the screens, like BTS. Like, girl, they're gonna mistake us for the fucking K-pop boy band.
They're gonna be like BTS.
Like, girl, they're saying BTS.
BTS from Walmart.
Girl, no, we fucking BTS from fucking like, we're Hispanic.
From Taqueria. I don't fucking know. Bitch, what do you call the places that you go get pan at?
El Burrillo.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. That's us. Period.
Anyways, guys, don't forget, like, we also have a lot of achievements to cover with you.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it be like our smallest episodes or our longer episodes, we'll always have something to talk about. But anyways,
Definitely.
we hope you guys really enjoy our little achievement stories. They're never going anywhere. Maybe somewhere.
Maybe somewhere. We never know. Okay. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please make sure you guys like and subscribe and support us, because you know, showing just the simplest thing goes a long way. So you guys like subscribing and us seeing, like, reading the comments and stuff, that really, like, I feel like that'll really make our day. If that makes sense. But yeah, everyone stay kind, be nice. Love everyone. Goodbye.
Bye.